emergency, you would have been instructed where to tune in your area for news and official information. The station serves the Philadelphia Extended Operational Area. This concludes this test of the Emergency Broadcast System.
A lonely Oscar signs up with a computer dating service using an alias on The Odd Couple tonight at 11 on Channel 48.
Well, I really owe you a debt of gratitude, Draper.
Who, me?
You've made this latest emotional episode in my life much easier to bear.
You do seem to be responding well.
Considering the nature of what's happened, however, I may require extensive treatment. Much better.
I really am sorry about your troubles with Martine.
Into each life, a little rain must fall.
I can't lie, though. I'm glad you got rid of her.
I do believe that I will manage to survive somehow.
I hope you don't think I have a selfish attitude.
You're only looking out for my best interests, isn't that right?
That's right. Because I'm gonna make you forget you ever knew Martine Duval.
Martine. Did I ever know anyone named Martine?
You got your good necklace now? Get out!
Oh, come on. We're just warming up. The best is yet to come.
I'm tired of wrestling, Sharkey.
3 out of 4 falls. How about it?
No.
Huh?
No!
Hey, I like chicks with a little spunk, but, you're taking this a little bit too far.
Don't touch me.
Look, don't play Little Miss Innocent. You came on to me, remember?
Oh, no. Oh, no, that must have been your ego talking, because I never said any such thing.
I'm just taking you up on the invitation. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
If you don't get out right now, I'm going to start screaming for help, and I'm not kidding.
You might regret that, June.
I'm warning you.
Come on, you knew this was going to happen the minute we laid eyes on each other. You want this as much as I do. So just relax. Let it happen. Ooh, relax. I said relax.
I know you're in there, June. I saw you go up the stairs.
Don't say a word. She'll think we're having too much fun to be disturbed and just take off.
There's a fellow downstairs to see you. He says he's your husband.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Ivory Liquid. Penny for penny, it washes more dishes than an average bargain brand. And by Bowl 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. Clean softens, control static, Bowl 3.
You gotta find it, Grandma.
I did. Mommy's favorite birthday dress.
Perfect for you. It's dirty.
Needs a good old-fashioned cleaning.
Feels rough, too.
We'll use Bowl 3, detergent plus fabric softener, all in one.
How can a detergent with a newfangled fabric softener give an old-fashioned clean and soften, too?
Bowl 3 can. Watch.
We took the softening and static control of a full-strength fabric softener and concentrated it into a powder. Then we combined it with Bowl 3's powerful powder detergent.
Now, I call that an old-fashioned clean.
So soft, too.
Such softness from a box of detergent.
Look, no static cling here.
Bowl 3 for an old-fashioned clean and a newfangled fabric softener in one.
I see you took a bargain dishwashing liquid. If I gave you the money, which would you buy?
I'd have to say Ivory.
Why Ivory liquid?
It's really gentle and mild to my hand.
Why do you buy this?
That's a bargain. That's cheaper than ivory.
What if I told you that Ivory Liquid is really the better buy?
I'd have to see it to believe it.
Let's test your brand against Ivory Liquid with a penny's worth of each. Let's wash some dishes. How are your suds?
I don't have any suds now.
How about the Ivory Liquid?
I still have a tub full.
Let's scoop some up and compare. Okay, what happened?
I did a lot more dishes. What I thought was a bargain isn't really a bargain at all.
What's
Ivory is the bargain. It's gentle to my hands, and I can save money. Right, honey?
You don't have to give up mild Ivory Liquid to save money.
What's going on?
Wait a minute, I got a visitor.
He's been waiting a long time to see you. What do you want me to tell him?
What is this, some kind of a joke?
Listen, I'm married. I'm separated. I don't know, maybe it's my husband begging me to come home. I don't know.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's just what I need, to run in with a jealous husband. Thanks a lot.
How you doing, lover boy?
Where is this jerk?
He's cooling his heels at the bar. Hey, let me tell you, honey, you got yourself hitched to one handsome man. And he looks strong, too. What is he, some kind of weightlifter? Why don't you beat it down the back stairs, Sharkey, before June's hubby gets a reason to get sore at you?
Yeah. It's your loss, baby.
It was a very exciting evening, Sharkey. Thank you.
Yeah, when your husband goes back to where he came from, you and I have a little date. Remember that.
Doesn't look like you and Sharkey got it on too well.
Oh. Sir Walter Raleigh, he's not.
You okay?
I'm fine. Thanks to you. 5 minutes later, I'm not sure what would have happened.
Oh, well, I was glad to help out. I like to keep an eye out for my waitresses.
I gotta tell you, though, inventing that story about my husband was sheer genius.
Ooh, I'm not that creative. The man said that he
Remember me?
Draper?
I'm your husband.
Oh, evening, Mike.
Hi, Kelly.
What's all that? You getting a head start on your income tax?
No, but thanks for reminding me. I better get to that pretty soon.
Hey, these look like case histories.
Yep. The people versus various and sundry felons. Pick a crime, and someone in that pile is accused of committing it.
I didn't know the district attorney's office was opening up a home branch.
Because of the incredible backlog of cases. This is the only way I can begin to put a dent in it.
Mike, you told me you were going to stay home and watch the basketball game tonight and relax a little for a change.
So I did. I forgot all about it. Did the Hawks win?
They lost.
Don't look so disapproving, Kelly. This was the best way for me to spend the evening. Take my word for it.
Oh, well, sure. I didn't mean to get on your case, Mike.
No apologies needed. I realize you're just looking out for my best interests.
Only until Nancy gets back here to watch over both of us.
Yeah. Well, how was your evening?
Oh, men's a men's.
Well, a date with Jody usually gets a more enthusiastic review.
Yeah, I always have a good time with Jody, but she got some pretty discouraging news tonight.
What was that?
Well, you know what happens when you set up a bunch of dominoes right next to each other and then you push the end one?
Hmm.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the game that she's caught up in.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, it all started when Skylar Whitney had a fight with his girlfriend.
Oh, you mean that dancer?
Martine Duval, yeah. Well, he broke up with her. And then he turned on Gavin Wiley and fired him as company choreographer.
Sounds like a Saturday night massacre.
And since Jody is real close to Gavin and Martine, she's afraid that she's going to be next.
Well, I know how much dancing means to Jody. I hope fences are mended before that happens.
Oh, hey, I really shouldn't be bothering you with this.
Why not?
Because you're under enough stress worrying about Nancy.
Yeah, but that doesn't preclude my concern for people I care about.
Of course not, right? Listen, I hate to ask, but are there any new developments?
Yes, there are. The bracelet I gave Nancy for Christmas was found in San Francisco. The engraving on it identifies it without a doubt. And considering where it was found and the condition it was in, it looks like Nancy may have met with violence.
Have you experienced any physical symptoms you'd care to tell me about?
I am just fine, Doctor. In the pink.
No matter what you may think, Mrs. Carr, I am concerned about your health.
This cold. My sinuses hurt when I bend over.
With a sinus cold, you should know about 6-6-12.
6-6-12?
Sure. These help 6 symptoms. This one's 6.
And Dristan relieves 12? Prove it.
Look, Bear or Tylenol help these 6 symptoms. Contact these 6. But Dristan relieves pain, helps drain sinuses, relieves all 12 of them.
No trouble bending today. Dristan really helps.
Dristan tablets relieve 12 sinus cold symptoms.
It's time to save money, calories, and time.
It's time for Cooking with Pam.
Pam saves money. Just 1 can cooks 100 omelets. Pam saves calories. Adds less than 2 to these hash browns. Shortening adds 224. Pam's natural no-stick saves cleanup time, too. Even this crusty casserole practically sponges clean. Save money, calories, and time.
Start with Pam. Your recipes turn out right.
As a matter of fact, Mrs. Carr, you're in surprisingly good health, considering the circumstances.
But I hope you're not disappointed.
Oh, on the contrary. I'm pleased. I want you to be well.
Doctor, if you're really concerned about my well-being, you won't allow me to go on this way.
I'm sorry, my hands are tied.
I need a more natural environment. I've got to be able to take care of myself.
I'm afraid that's out of the question.
I don't know how much more I can take of this.
I will do anything, within reason, to make your stay here as bearable as possible.
You will. Then stop giving me those drugs. That's the worst of what you've been doing.
Yeah, you're asking for quite a bit.
You have no idea what it's like to be half conscious and half asleep all the time.
I'm sure it's not pleasant.
You say you want me to eat. Half the time I don't eat because I don't have the strength to raise a fork. You keep me in a locked room with that orderly watching me most of the time. I'm no threat. I'm not going to overwhelm somebody and escape. Please. Oh, please do as I say.
All right, Mrs. Carr. I'll discontinue your medication.
Oh, thank God.
On one condition.
What?
You'll still have to be bandaged when you're left unattended. I need your promise that you will not try to remove them.
Oh, no, please. Can't that be stopped, too? That is so uncomfortable. You don't know.
I have made one concession, Mrs. Carr. Let's not be greedy.
All right, I will promise I won't touch the bandages.
Well, I sincerely hope that puts you in a better frame of mind.
I'm surprised you trust me.
Oh, I'm sure I can. I have the slightest doubt that you're as honest as you are beautiful. Well, I have a great deal to do. You must excuse me. Beth will be along shortly. Good night, Mrs. Carr.
Thank you.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, I thought that was your night out.
This is my night out, and I was out, and now I'm back.
Oh, Sharkey, just a minute.
What? I've made a notation in Mrs. Carr's chart. I think you should be aware of it.
Talk to me when I'm on duty.
I'll talk to you now.
Fine, and I'm putting in for overtime.
From now on, Mrs. Carr is to receive no more drugs.
You're kidding.
No, quite serious.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing, Doc, because if you ask me...
I see no need to consult with you before making my decisions.
Are you sure you understand the situation here?
Just do as you're told.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I always follow doctor's orders.
Dirt from Denver, Dallas.
Sis, your clothes get around more than I do.
We just jump in our van and go. Well, you ought to try it. With 2 kids and a Cocker Spaniel. Here.
Hey, you ought to try this.
Era? Well, nothing beats my powder.
So why this spray?
That is axle grease, and this is polyester.
And this?
Liquid for collars.
So if your powder needs help, why use it?
Well, Era has ingredients like these.
Era does it all by itself.
All this?
You bet.
Pants, collars, even that greasy blouse. Era did it.
All by itself.
Mind if I...
Take my Era? Will you take me too?
Era does it. All by itself.
Mom, you took my brownie.
Ricky!
You can't put it back together.
You can, if it's moist.
It's magic.
Duncan Hines does it with the liquid flavor packets.
Duncan Hines brownies. Our magic is our moistness.
I supervise the Stewart family savings. Not easy, because I want what's right for my family. And that means quilted Pampers for Andy. I've tried almost every diaper made. You know, for the same money, you just can't buy a drier diaper than Pampers. Look, Pampers lining is quilted. It helps keep wetness away from baby's skin.
Andy, if your mom could make diapers, she'd make Pampers.
Quilted Pampers. For the same money, you can't buy a drier diaper.
To Schuyler Whitney and his newfound freedom. May you find great happiness. You've made me very happy. I've been looking for a man like you my whole life.
And you are one of the most interesting women I have ever met.
One of the most, not the most.
The most.
Thank you. I just hope I'm not on the rebound.
Now, why would you say that?
Well, when a couple breaks up, sometimes they go to a third party for a little comfort.
Well, I came to you for comfort long before the situation happened.
True, but when Martine walked out on you...
Martine didn't walk out on me. I told her to leave.
Of course.
There is a world of difference, you know.
Yes.
Excuse me. Gotta make a phone call.
I know who walked out and why. How did you hurt your leg, Gavin?
You're really preoccupied with the subject, aren't you? Why?
Tell me something. Is it true that someone broke your leg for you?
Why did you come here, Raven? Who sent you? Or are you some new kind of spy for Schuyler Whitney?
Do you know who it was that broke your leg?
I have a good idea.
Can you tell me?
I don't know any names. Some hitmen for the mob.
Are you sure?
Are you implying that you know who did it?
I know more than you think. I know when it happened. It was Halloween.
You're right so far.
I also know it was 3 men, 3 big men in Halloween masks, and I know who sent them. It was your boss, Sky Whitney. So, Gavin told Martine, and that's why.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
Everything all right?
Yes, just some little business matter I had to clear up.
I hope you don't have to go rushing off.
And end my evening with you. Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
Good.
What would you say to continuing this fascinating dialogue at my place?
I'd be delighted.
What do you think you're doing? Playing undercover agent for the CIA?
Hardly, Draper.
I'm trying to make some sense out of your behavior.
And I think you're making entirely too much of it.
Oh, am I? I mean, you run off to a strange town, you live in this place, and then you pretend to be a waitress.
Excuse me, but may I please have my hairbrush? It's right behind you on the dresser. Thank you. This all may seem a little out of character to you, but I've had my reasons.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then please tell me. Help me to understand.
I am here because of Nancy Carr.
What?
If you sit down and relax, I will explain it to you. I tried to tell you quite a while ago that Nancy was going to investigate Emily to see if there was anything she could find out about Emily that might prove that she was lying and that you are not the father of her baby.
But what's all that got to do with this?
Nancy did start to look into the whole thing before she disappeared, and I am simply retracing her steps.
Oh, and her steps happen to lead you here.
Yes.
But Emily's never been to East Meadow as far as we know.
God, I never said she was.
Then what's your point?
My point is quite simple. Nancy's first stop was the Hathaway Pavilion, where she found out that a man by the name of Matthew Sharkey had befriended Emily Michaels when she was a patient there.
And you think this Sharkey character could have been the father of Emily's baby?
Well, at this point, it's still wishful thinking, but I thought it was worthwhile looking into, talking to this guy Sharkey and finding out just what his relationship with Emily was.
What did he say to you?
Well, now you're jumping ahead of me. All I knew for sure was that this guy Sharkey had helped Emily get out of the hospital. For that, he lost his job at Monticello General Hathaway, and took me a while, but then I ran into a waitress who works in Monticello who told me that Sharkey was now working in a place called the Rexford Clinic, which is a private hospital located outside of East Meadow here. I went there with the intention of talking to this guy Sharkey, only to find out that they value their privacy tremendously, and I couldn't get past the front gate.
What happened then?
What happened then? I came here, and the lady who owns this place told me that Sharkey hangs out here, so I decided to stay here a while, see if I could run into him.
And did you?
Not right away. First night he was working, but one of the other orderlies, a guy named Wally, came in here and invited me to a little after-hours party at the clinic.
And you went?
Yes, of course I went. I thought it would be a perfect opportunity.
You know, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. I mean, you run off here, you pick up with a stranger who could be dangerous, and then you let him drag you to a party where anything could have happened.
I don't believe you, Draper. I had to do it. Can't you see that?
No. April, it was foolish and unnecessary.
Foolish? How can you say it's foolish to try to find out the truth? Our future is in danger. Our future and Nancy Carr's life. Can't you see how important it is
And can't you see how important you are to me? Oh. That's why this detective business of yours is finished, April. Right now. Do you understand that? You're coming home with me.
At my mouse parties, my friends want diet cheese, but not all diet cheese products are alike. Some have more calories than you think. That's why I serve Lightline from Borden. Lightline has 1/2 the calories of processed American and says so. If a diet cheese product doesn't say half the calories, it could have more. So when calories count, count on Lightline. Delicious. It's the hit of any party. But remember, not all diet cheeses have half the calories. Lightline does and says so.
He's got to finish his spinach before he can come out. The snow will melt by then.
Eating right during the winter is important. But as a government survey has shown, 9 out of 10 preschoolers didn't get the recommended levels of iron, and 5 out of 10 didn't get enough vitamin C or A. But Flintstones Plus Iron helps make sure kids get the iron and 10 essential vitamins they need. Flintstones, we make them for kids, because the odds are against them.
I'm finished. So are we.
Fred buys a horse with an impressive racing history, hoping to breed him till he notices the horse has been gelded on Sanford and Son tonight at 7. Then Mike is faced with the problem of where to be when Gloria's giving birth, in the delivery room or waiting room, on All of the Family tonight at 7:30.
I'm not going back. I can't leave just yet.
Why do you have to be so stubborn?
I have finally made some headway. I know Sharkey and he knows me.
All the more reason for you to get the hell out of here.
Draper, he knows me, but he doesn't know me. I told him that my name was June.
Oh, cute. Real
okay, despite
cute.
all of that, I can't quit. I've got to pursue it. He might give me another lead to go on.
No, April. Now, where's your suitcase?
I don't have a suitcase. Look, I'll make a deal with you, okay? One more day, all right? If in 24 hours I have not been able to finagle any more information, I will say, you told me so. I will jump in my car and drive back to
No. Shh. Checkout time is right now. Let's go.
Now, you wait just 1 minute. You are not my lord and master, and you cannot dictate to me what I can and
I'm
cannot
not trying to do that.
Oh?
I'm trying to protect you, April. I love you.
I appreciate your concern, Draper, but it is not necessary.
Look, this Sharkey character is not exactly a Boy Scout. What if he turns on you, April? What if he gets violent? I won't let you walk into that situation. Look, April, come on. I want to save our marriage, too, but this isn't the way to do it.
Draper, I can't give up.
Oh, April.
It's not just because of the baby.
What else
is it? It's because of Nancy. She was investigating Sharkey, and I can't help but wonder how far she got. Maybe she even got to the Rexford Clinic.
No, she never made it.
How can you be so sure?
Because we know she got to San Francisco.
Has there been news?
No body was found. But they found the bracelet. Honey, there's nothing to be gained by staying here now, so let's go home.
Maybe you're right. Only take me a few minutes, excuse me.
Some folks get together at a country barbecue. Some folks like their dinner by a window with a view. And to get the good times rolling, one thing comes shining through. It's Reynolds Wrap, the good food wrap for a country that loves its food.
Sometimes plastic wraps cling, sometimes they don't. But you can always rely on Reynolds Wrap, and reheat in it too.
It's Reynolds Wrap, the good food wrap for a country that loves its food.
Heaven knows how all the convent caught a cold. So we welcome Kleenex tissues to our fold. Oh, they look so soft and pretty. All the sisters know it's the best thing next to your nose.
The softness of boutique I vow to share.
Little travelers, I confess, go anywhere.
Kleenex brand tissues. 49 personal ways to say soft.
All America's reaching for the Kleenex brand. So soft. It's the best thing next to your nose.
Tonight at 10, Channel 48 presents the story of George Eastman, the man whose photographic inventions put simple cameras within every American's reach on American Lifestyle. Now stay tuned as John Ritter joins in the fun aboard the Love Boat next.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Where did you get those darling sandals for the girls? I've been looking all over.
At Fava. We've been sold on Fava Jack and Jills for years. My girls love the grown-up looks, and I know I can trust that good Fava fit and quality.
Expensive?
Jack and Jill sandals are just $8.
$8?
Leather Disney pals for my little ones are $8 too.
Oh, when I think of the money I've been spending.
Well, stop spending and start saving at Fava.
Isla Isabela, a tiny rock on the seascape only 1.5 miles long, is said to be populated by enormous numbers of tropical seabirds of many different species. Such an